What's going on, my beautiful people from YouTube? Let me show you what the ex-CEO of Silicon Valley Bank said to their employees, and this is over the weekend, so he was already out of office essentially, and was still sending these messages to the employees, and we got a leaked footage of it. Let's take a listen.
Hi everyone, it's with incredibly heavy heart that I'm here to deliver this message today. I want to acknowledge how hard the last really 48 hours have been on all of you. And I care so much about all of you. It really is just so incredibly difficult. I'm trying to look past that and focus on two things. One, I'm focusing on you. I'm thinking about the ultimate outcome of what this could be despite this incredibly difficult time. And two, focusing on clients. Now, as you heard this morning, I'm not making those decisions anymore, which is really hard. But I am working with the FDIC, trying to figure out how can we come up with the best outcome for our clients, as well as our employees. Now, I know when that message went out this morning, I can't imagine what was going through your head and wondering, about your job, your future, etc. My goal at the end of the day is to figure out how to preserve a small portion of the franchise value that we've spent so much time building, and hopefully find the right partner at the end of the day that the FDIC can work with to have this institution continue in some form or fashion with many of you who I appreciate over so many years. Now, there's no guarantee that something will happen. We don't know exactly what the results will be. So I've got an ask, and it's a completely unfair ask. My unfair ask is this: can you guys just hang around, try to support each other, try to support our clients, work together, which may be a slightly better outcome than where we are right now. I know it's an ask, but I know you guys, if anybody, are the right people to ask to be with each other, to be with our clients, to try to come with the best outcome we could think of in this situation. Thank you, and my heart is with you, and it's really hard for me to deliver this message, but I so appreciate all the thing you've done for me and for SVB over so many years. Thank you.
Well. His message is for people to stay calm, because that's important, and to make sure that we don't have any panic. That is their biggest fear, is essentially a bank run across the industry. That's what this boils down to. His heart is with these employees, but not his, money, because if you go back less than 2 weeks ago, he sold $3.6 million worth of stock. And he knew that they were not able to keep this going. They knew that they were insolvent back in Q4 of 2022. So this has been going on for a while. And I guess something finally broke the camel's back. That's really what's happening here. And now it's not only one bank, it's 3 banks that have now gone under. And the message that everyone is trying to push across is it's okay. The FDIC is, taking care of things. No. Actually, the federal government's going to step in, because remember how it's $250,000 that of your money that's going to be insured? Well, forget about that. We're going to go ahead and say that it is all covered. And they're trying to say that it's not going to cost the taxpayers any money, which is just untrue. This is a bailout without calling it a bailout. And I understand a lot of us are going, well, people should not have to pay for what's happening, in the industry. They're just, honest people putting their money in this bank, and all of a sudden they should lose everything. No, they shouldn't lose everything, but there should be rules and regulations. And if you're not up to par to follow it up, well, guess what? Everything else you stand for doesn't mean garbage. And that's what we're seeing in crypto right now. That's why we're seeing a lot of coins just take off. Why Bitcoin is over $24,000 right now. It's because, can you really trust what the government is saying, and is the dollar really worthwhile? Because we had an issue here early on with the USDC not knowing if they were going to be able to get a chunk of change, and it was $3.3 billion that Circle had stuck at SVB. But now that the government's saying that everything is fine, we're going to be okay, we're going to give everybody back their money, well, the coin is back to where it was before, and there are no concerns. Not only that, they have enough reserves to even cover that, even if they didn't get their money back. But all of this money is coming at a cost. I don't care what these people try to paint it out to be. It is coming at a cost. It's coming at a cost for you and me because more money gets printed and it just doesn't make any sense for all of us to have to pay the price. And it is concerning, right? It is concerning that these banks are failing, but there needs to be accountability. People are trying to hold crypto way more accountable than banks these days, it seems like, and going after the little guys. Why not go after the people who have all of this money? Because the reason they're in the position they're in right now is because they weren't making good decisions with people's dollars. If you take a look at their balance sheet from the end of the year, that Q4 2022, they had $91 billion supposedly in assets, but they really didn't, because if you look at the final, the detail here, it's 76 instead, because they were, held to maturity securities. So they're not worth as much as we want them to be, which is just BS. I don't know what else to call it. And that's not a very good thing for the entire space. And it's worse than he thought it was going to be, because there were no other banks to come out and say, hey, yeah, we'll buy you out. We'll take on the risk. Nobody wants that. And the one person that could have done it didn't do it. Here's the CEO of Razor going, I think Twitter should buy SVB and become a digital bank. And then Elon replied to, I'm open to the idea. And Elon Musk, I got to give this guy credit. He is the most likely person to buy something that's not worthwhile to try to make something out of it, hint Twitter, and what he's done with it so far. But at this point, can you trust the way things are going? That's the question at everybody's mind, because hey, guess what? The next step here for the government, they want to implement CBDCs. And last survey that was taken, 90% of central banks are already working on these digital currency. So you better believe it that they don't want USDC to be a thing. They don't want Tether to be a thing. They want their own stablecoin to be worth something. But at this rate, the dollar even is not going to be worth anything in comparison to crypto, because people are just going brr and making that printer go. And that's not a good place for any of us to be. So give it a like if you guys find any value in this kind of information that I'm providing to you. Make sure you subscribe if you want to get more videos. I'll definitely have one. Let's do one more tomorrow. Make sure you guys get the info and the scoop, what Biden is saying about all of this and what action is going to be taken. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.